Good evening, everybody. It is that time again. It's a beautiful time of the week. The greatest video game show on the internet to take centre stage. I'm your host, JT. This is the Casual Report. And joining me today, as always, is Bish. How are we, Bish?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing good, thanks, man.
You're buzzing, mate.
Balls in, mate.
Balls
in.
Awesome. Bishop, mate, what have you been up to? You've been chilling?
Yeah, pretty much, mate. I've not. What have I played this week?
What have you played?
I don't actually think I've played that much. I played a little bit of The Sims 4.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
So far. I haven't played it yet, so it should be quite interesting.
All right.
I'm enjoying it so far,
Nice.
and it's good.
Nice.
I've also played a little bit of Dragon Age Inquisition.
How's that going?
Which is a buggy fucking mess on the PC because of Origins.
Oh, right.
But other than that, when you get past the bugginess, it's good. I like it. It's decent.
Nice. Been doing anything in your personal life that's a topic of conversation, or you just been chilling?
Still doing the recording, mate. Still
Yeah.
doing that in the background.
Nice.
But other than that,
Mate.
not really that much else, really.
Just been living the dream.
Absolutely, mate.
Bishop.
Absolutely.
You smell that?
Actually, I do smell something.
Smells a bit like cheese, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, the prodigal son is here. He's here.
What a dickhead.
Jam is back. Jam,
Cheese my ass.
how are we today, sir?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back.
Of course you are. We're glad to have you back, mate. We hope you're okay.
Cheese my ass.
We hope you're living the dream, mate. We hope you're alright. What have you been up to, mate? You've been
And Last of Us.
The Last of Us. How'd you find The Last of Us 2?
I loved it.
Yeah?
And I went back to work yesterday. I'm fuming.
I went back to work like a month ago. I'm fuming.
What, you were furloughed?
I was until yesterday.
Seething.
Everything just got wrongly timed. It was awful.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm back to work now.
You're buzzing.
Hey, Dan.
Dan's here. Jam, we'll talk more tomorrow in our Last of Us 2 spoiler cast, if you will. But just summarise what did you like? So you like the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you understand everyone's frustration with it?
Yes.
Oh, did you?
I understand their frustration with it, but I'm not frustrated with it.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's gonna be juicy tomorrow, mate. So you've been playing Last of Us 2. You've been playing anything else? You've been getting ready for that Indie League, mate.
Oh yeah, I've been dabbling in Rocket League. I've not been on it as much. But yeah, Indie League starts again on the 6th of July.
You all in or what?
Into it.
Is that
I don't know if we're playing on the 6th of July, but the 6th of July is the first week of it. So that's Monday.
I don't know.
Monday?
I
Yeah,
don't
next
know.
week.
Let me look.
Next week it's
Where's my calendar, mate?
Yeah.
Monday the 6th, yeah.
It's Monday, so that's day one of Indie League summer circuit. We'll go back into that.
You reckon you'll do as well?
No.
No. Was that a fluke, was it, mate?
No, I don't think it was a fluke. I just think it was. We got some. There was a few teams that we struggled with, but ended up beating. But there was some we just swept away.
Nice.
But I don't know.
I expect to be top scorer for the Casuals Club, mate.
No, I'm always the one at the back. I'm the sweeper.
You're the Franz Beckenbauer, mate, of the Casuals Club.
It's an outrage.
Tremendous. Ask me what I've been playing.
What have you been playing?
I went in on the Steam sale. We'll get to that in a minute. I went in on the Steam sale. I bought a few games. I did. After I finished Last of Us 2, I went on and finished the added bit for Xenoblade Chronicles, which Future Connected.
Yeah,
which was a nice slice of pie, mate. But
was this the new stuff to the Switch?
Yeah, I mean, it gives Melia her shining moment, but I don't think it's necessary. It's good though. It's good. The little nop-on Indiana Jones people, I can't remember what they're called. They're quite cool. Been playing a game called Blade Strangers now. Bishop.
What is Blade Strangers?
It is a fighting game from Nicalis. I can't remember who makes it, but it's a load of indie characters in this game now. Bishop. If I told you there was a certain character you like in this game, would you be a little bit interested?
No, because it's a fighting game.
Oh, Bishop, mate, but it's your boy. Your boy's in this game.
My boy.
Your boy's in this game.
Would it be the Chief of the Master?
No.
I just guessing.
No.
Is it the the blade of my key to the Sora?
No.
No. Okay.
What's the game's name?
I don't know why I'm doing all of this
I'm just going to
backwards.
tell you, mate. I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah,
Keep
you
going, mate.
tell me. Yeah, go on.
So it's kind of like.
Hey, Soups.
Soups, mate. You're right.
Oh,
It's a bit of like let's quote my boy quotes here.
Isaac's in it. That's actually
Isaac's in
pretty
it.
cool.
Curly Brace is in it. Shovel Knight's in it because of course he is.
That's sick.
It's like a Arc System fighting game, but not as good as an Arc System fighting game. If that makes at all any sense to what I'm trying to say. It's quite good.
Dude, that's sick.
I'm not going to moan
Actually
for
looked
free.
pretty cool.
I'm not going to moan for £3. Do you know what I mean?
I'm so in.
Yeah, I thought you might
Just
be.
for
Mate.
Isaac, that's so
Special
cool.
edition from Bishop.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, I've been smashing off. Played a bit of that. Played a bit of Skyrim. I'm not going to go on about Skyrim.
Is that just PS4 or is that Steam as well?
I got it on Steam.
Never played
Nice,
Skyrim.
Of course you haven't. Get off this show, mate. Go away.
It's not.
No,
my
and I've been
thing.
playing. I've finally started Celeste. Sunday.
I've got
So-
Celeste.
I've
too.
seen that. I've seen that.
Very
That's
good. Very. I'm not sure. It's because it's side scroller thingy Bishop. Why? Fuck. There you go. It's a side scroller Bishop. So I'm not
I know.
sure if you'd be at all interested, but it's very good what I played. Very clean, and there's underlying tones of like anxiety and depression and stuff, which I'm sure I'll find more about as I play on.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, should we get on it, lads?
Yeah.
Lads.
Let's go.
If I said to you, a physical Wii game will release in 2020, what are we saying?
What?
We expect a physical game of some sort to come out on some console.
For the Wii?
Maybe not that one.
Not that one.
The Wii?
Ladies and gentlemen, Shakedown Hawaii, which is kind of like a Grand Theft Auto 16-bit in Hawaii kind of thing, will release on the Wii and Wii U. It'll come to the Wii on July the 9th, and it'll be on Wii U and Steam in August. Now, gentlemen, I have one question. WTF?
Yeah.
The Wii version will
Why?
be limited to 3,000 copies and cost $29.99. I'm going to translate the sentence for you.
That's going to be an expensive game in a few
You
years.
see that game on sale?
Yeah.
You buy it, because that is going to probably shoot up in price.
Because,
I'm
because of
I'm
the
tempted to
3,000
buy
copies,
it.
right?
I'll buy it and never open it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But you could probably
So,
get the.
so you think it's going to be a limited edition just purely for the fact of the 3,000 copies because they're not making that many and they're only doing
Yeah,
it
that's
just
why.
for
that'll
the-
probably.
Well, they know they won't. If they make 3,000, they probably sell out the 3,000. If they make 300,000, they probably
Yeah, then
have
obviously
loads
they're not
left
going
over
to.
that won't
Yeah,
sell.
exactly. They're not going to. Yeah.
Yeah, they might go back into it back by popular demand. But that was a little nugget I thought was quite interesting.
That
It's
is
worth
weird.
checking
That
out.
is a really, really weird story.
That comes from our best mate Sal Romano at Gamatsu, who's brought us that story because he's a legend, mate. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah.
Jam,
Yes.
a few questions for you, my man.
And what would that be?
It might already be on Switch, Dan. I'm not too sure.
What's that?
Shakedown Hawaii.
Yeah, it's on. It's on Amazon now
Yeah.
and PS4. Oh, PS Vita as well. Sorry,
Yeah. Of course it is. It's on everything.
and PS4.
Get it on the Mega Drive, mate. Yeah, it's on Switch now, Dan. To
Probably
go
could go
and
on the
play
Mega
it.
Drive.
It's very cool. Jam,
Yes,
you were absent last week, my friend.
I was.
I hope you're well. But you missed some pivotal points of conversation, my good sir.
Okay.
And I'm just going to dig a bit now, see what you reckon. Now, we said last week, I'm not going to go into it too much. Sean Layden, former PlayStation executive,
I remember him.
banging on about how games are too long and he can't. He longs for a day that the 15-hour AAA game returns. Now, Jam, how do you feel about his statement? I'll get more.
It's really, it depends though, doesn't it? If I'm thinking of RPG,
Mhm.
yeah, make it 50, 60 hours long. That's fine. It's a story-driven game. If it's like Uncharted or something like that,
Mhm.
yeah, okay, 15 hours is pretty decent.
Do you
mean-
really think an RPG should be 50 hours though?
No, I'd expect from history and me playing games, I expect RPGs to be naturally long games. I think a 15-hour RPG, you're like, where's the rest of it?
But surely there must come a point where it gets too much to the point where you just like, I'm sick of playing this now. This is getting a bit ridiculous. There needs to be a surely
if you
there
get
must be
15 hours in though, you're probably already invested in the game.
Maybe, yeah. Sometimes you might not be though. I suppose that's the thing. It's like, the thing is the difference between being invested and a story just dragging on for no reason
that was my point, I think, as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Just my opinion on it. I don't know.
Bish, I agree, mate.
Yeah. I just think it depends on what type of game it is. If you had a 15-hour Call of Duty story, I'd tell you that's too long.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, Jam.
Without repeating the same stuff and the same mechanics.
Jam.
Okay.
One of the greatest RPGs ever made, Chrono Trigger, is 20 hours long-ish. Or give or take.
That's true.
So
that's back in the day.
Back
though,
in the day.
So for that, I suppose that's a really big achievement kind of thing.
Yeah,
a big thing for back then. Big game for back then.
Like the average on howlongtobeat.com is 23 hours 10 minutes for a playthrough of Chrono Trigger, one of the greatest games ever made. That's just to throw it in the.
But if you want, if I saw the 15-hour AAAs become commonplace, then you want replayability.
That's fair. Especially
if it's story mode, you want replayability. You don't want to platinum it in one go. I don't want to pay 50 quid to platinum or get everything I possibly can go in one go playthrough.
But I mean, would you? Right. Okay. Here's my question to you then. Would you rather? If you had no other choice between these two different things, would you rather want, for an RPG game, would you rather want replayability or the best story you can possibly make?
That's a good question.
Because what an RPG is essentially is a storyline from start to finish that you are kind of, you're kind of you're going with this story, you're going along with it.
It's hard because we always go like gameplay is king, and this is going
gameplay is king. I'm not having this.
Is king, yeah.
Because the only reason why I asked that question is because there are games from, like, for instance, Telltales, who are no longer unfortunately with us.
R.I.P.
Well, ish. That kind of some of their games took me so like I can't explain the experiences I've had with those games. They were incredible, really incredible games.
They're not very long though either.
But I mean, they're not that long, and there is no replayability there. But I would happily.
That's true. Yeah.
Happily go back just for the story, just because of how great the story is.
So there are like different choices and stuff as well, which can alter the endings.
There is a bit. There is a bit of a storyline change to certain things that you choose and stuff.
But I don't know. I would actually. I'd say more. I'd take more of a better game rather than a dragged out game. Definitely take that. But then you get the games that come along that do both.
Obviously, there's no excuse. There's no excuse if it's a AAA title. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
You'll want because you want both. But if you're an indie game, then I'd rather go for the story.
Of course. If it's a game like that, hands down. I don't expect to pick up an indie game and be playing it for 50 hours.
Yeah.
No, Hollow Knight's like 40 hours, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Damn,
I think it is.
That's
For start to finish. Yeah, because I think I played it once and then something else come along and I had to put it on the sideline. Let me just check. I think it's about 35-40 hours, which is mental. I mean, fair play. It's a brilliant game. Doesn't come up because I don't. Jam anyway. Oh mate. Oh sorry. 25 hours. That's fair enough.
Okay.
Made that up. Sorry. Anyway, Jam. Moving on to the next big point from last week. Technically it was the week before, but we spoke about it last week, didn't we, Bish, mate? It's the EA Play. You watched that with us, right?
I did.
Did you enjoy it? Faces it all, mate. That'll do. No, I
was only there for one game.
Oh yeah. What do you think about Star Wars Squadrons? You in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Of course you are. I don't know why I asked.
My predictions were like I said 4 to 6 players. 5 is the average, isn't it?
That's cheating, but yeah.
Yeah. But I'm down for that. I just want to see what kind of structure it is. I don't want like 5v5 on the multiplayer. I'd like squadrons of 5, maybe like 25 people playing another 25 people. The squadrons of 5 kind of thing. Objective ones look good. I'm hoping the objective games, obviously it's not AI objective, player objective.
I agree.
But they defend, we attack, and vice versa. That would be cool.
I would like both though. I would like AIs and.
Oh yeah,
If we, because some of my favorite games of all time were just like AI mess around stuff, like casual stuff. Do you know what I mean?
You do it a lot on Halo, don't you? You play with the AI.
Yeah, you can on the campaign modes and also in firefight modes depending on the game. But yes, yeah, you can do that sort of stuff. I just like going against AIs. I think it's quite fun. I prefer that than going on multiplayer because I'm a wuss. That's as simple as no. It's just because I hate the stress of the multiplayer. You know what I mean?
No, I understand.
To be fair,
I used to love multiplayer.
When we played Halo, you did them. You made them levels or something, whatever it was. That was quite funny. That was good. That was a good laugh.
What do you mean, make levels?
Me, you, a few people from work.
Oh right, yeah. I know what you're on about.
Was it like all the nodes? It was quite good.
The map making stuff, the forge stuff. Yeah,
it's good, mate.
It's really, really great stuff, and like you can find some amazing custom games online and stuff. And to me, that's what made the game. It was great.
NS is here, all right, mate.
NS is here.
Jam, did anything else catch your eye at that EA play, or was it just the Star Wars?
I'm being honest with you, I can't remember.
It was the dice thing caught your eye. I'm going to tell you now.
The Nightmare Before Christmas looking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that actually looked really cool. Yeah. I like the artwork. And
Forgive me, I can't remember what it's called.
No, but that actually looked really good. I've not seen an animated game like that before.
No, and Joseph Fares' game looks quite cool. The one with the mum and dad as dolls. That looked quite cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how you play it away.
Totally agree, Dan.
You know, once when I was at college, I was at home. I was doing my work. Doing some drawing or something, and my lecturer rang me, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here?
I remember.
Like, what? Why? Okay. Like, I get nervous. Like when I get emails at work directed to me, I get nervous because I have a different colour and it's in my face. But I was at college. I was like, yeah, I was doing some work. He rings him up. He's like, all right, how are we? Yeah, no worries. Wait up to. I was like, just finish off that assignment. I was like, yeah, okay, no worries, no problem. He goes, I'm a bit disappointed though. I've got to be honest. I'm conflicted because I'm a bit disappointed, and I'm very proud of him. Like, what?
At this point, you're like, wait,
yeah, what the fuck have I done here? You know what he said? I was hoping you'd played Halo 3 and tell me how it was. Because it was the Halo 3 come out, and I'm not joking. You know what it was, don't you, Jam?
Yeah, Dave Bantine.
A legend, to be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. EA Play. So, another big one from last week. Pokemon Unite. Does this?
I love that. I love the response. That was great.
Twitter was a goldmine that day.
That laugh said it all, mate. Let's move on. No, go on.
I honestly think it actually might do. Is it free to play? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually think it might do.
It'll do fine. It's gonna do fine.
You got I can imagine people that play Pokemon like League of Legends kind of games, because especially if you played the card trading game and stuff like that and strategy.
Mate, sorry to jump
in. It might be okay for people that are into, and if you get a Pokemon version, it might be great. And then obviously I'm freemium in it, microtransactions.
Yeah, there'll be all that shit in there. Sorry, 2 seconds. When it started and all them cards, I was like, there's going to be a Pokemon card game, and I'm fucking all in.
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah.
I actually have not seen the announcement or anything.
Yeah, it starts with like Pokemon
I just saw the backlash on Twitter, and I saw like some of the gameplay.
Gold mine, mate.
But
I'm not joking.
Funny.
Gold mine.
People were fuming.
I was at work, I just burst into tears, mate, because I was laughing my head off.
I think though, from I saw a screen grab the other day. There's so much stuff they're bringing out now. So you got like Pokemon Snap, Cafe Place, some other stuff. All these free or mobile games.
Smile nonsense.
Pokemon Smile, mate, the best.
Smile,
it's all about Pokemon Smile. It's all about it, mate.
Other than Snap, I think that's actually probably pretty. I think it's not a bad move by Pokemon.
Oh, it's a great move.
Company to
this is going to do fine. I
mean, I won't touch it, but I'm just saying. I think it'd be bad for him at all.
I was saying to Bishop last week, Jam, the fact that it's not on PC, like, what the I was just putting no, MOBA's not on PC. Imagine a MOBA not being on PC. It's mental.
It makes no sense.
What is going on?
I think the only reason why they haven't done that is just because they couldn't balance it.
And Nintendo are weird, but
and that.
we'll see.
And
Anyway,
that too, yeah. Oh no, it's very weird.
Yeah.
That is.
Jam. Anything sad about Pokemon Unite? So, are we good to go?
Yeah, good to go. But I mean, it was hilarious watching.
Oh mate, it's great.
The backlash. I can understand people getting pissed off of not what they want, but I can also think like, hold your horses. Every game they're ever going to make is not going to be what you want.
Everything's not catered to you, kind of thing. Yeah, totally.
A la Last of Us 2, a la Star Wars sequel trilogy.
Right, we'll talk Last of Us 2 tomorrow. That'll be on YouTube later on in the week, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Bishop, you remember last week? I was talking about how people tend not to finish video games. They just came to scratch the itch and then they move on.
This is one of our bigger topics from last week. This is
Yeah. I was playing Skyrim yesterday. Might have been Sunday or yesterday, and I made my character, did the first bit, and the trophy popped for the I think it's the prologue or the chapter 1 or whatever, or the tutorial bit. You know, the bit where you're getting out of that town and Alduin or whatever his name is. Right, I thought, yeah, right, no worries. Come out of the game, and I looked, and considering this is 40 minutes into the game, I know it's Skyrim, everyone's got Skyrim, they probably just bought the special edition just to have the special edition.
I haven't got it.
You don't count because you're a monster. Now, the first achievement / trophy on Steam is owned, the Unbound achievement you get for doing the tutorial is only owned by 63.6% of players.
Question, is that the remastered version?
That is the special edition, so there's probably a bit of leeway here and there.
The only thing that I'm going to say about that is the remastered version on PC did not do that well. Because it was free, right? But it was the remaster of the Skyrim game was predominantly for console players.
Yeah, that's true.
Because all they did was just added some like HD textures, and on PC the mods are superior to the remaster. Superior.
That's true.
So people just play the original Skyrim.
That is very true.
So what I'd suggest is maybe go back and have a look at the old Skyrim on the PC and have a look at the achievements for that.
Yeah.
Maybe just talk about it on Thursday. But still, 60% is still quite a high.
People that bought the game, because 30 quid I think it is when it come out, and it's been 15 tenner in sales and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I just like, I was like, what? Like, cause I'm used to like 80-90%. I'm like, alright, that's fair, whatever. Some people play it, go, nah, I'm out. But 60% is quite low. But like I said, it is the remaster and it is this and it is that. But when I see another game, I will check. We'll keep checking. We'll keep on this because I think it's quite interesting, fascinating to see how.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anyway, time for some real stuff, mate.
Not this. I think this is something that I think we should get the community involved in this. So for those of you in the chat right now, and obviously for those of you also watching on YouTube and on on other devices or whatever the case may be. Let us know, how many games have you bought and how many games have you finished? And I mean, we're not talking about 100% completion exactly, but just story-wise. How many games have you completed story-wise is what I'm really after.
Finish the story.
The only reason why I'm asking that is because it is such an interesting thing. There are so many games out in our day and age that I feel like we get paralyzed by choice a hell of a lot. We are human beings, and unfortunately human beings, if we are given more than 5 choices, we just get lost.
Is this why you never finish games?
Which is the reason why I never finish games. So for those of you that don't know, I have over 400 Steam games, and I've completed about 4. It's a genuine thing, and that's not because those games I don't like. I like all of them. Like all the games I bought are all fantastic, very, very good. Some of them I got from Humble Bundles and stuff like that. But the point is, I'd rather don't have the time for those games, or I just don't have the enthusiasm for them anymore because I've got so many different stories.
Something
so many
more new and shiny has come along.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is not everyone's thing. Obviously, there's some people that don't have the money for this kind of thing, and that's fine. And I'm sure those people probably finish games a lot more than what myself does in my current position. But it's still interesting to kind of hear other people's opinions on this.
What would you say then? Like, if it's a franchise that's near and dear to your heart, do you finish the game?
Yeah, of course you do.
You've not ever got burnt out really quickly and something new's come along and then just jumped.
Well, less so now than what I used to. But that's probably because I've just become less invested in those particular game series, maybe, and those franchises. But I don't know. What about you guys?
I tend to finish the majority of games I buy. If I got it from Humble Bundle or PlayStation Plus, like Soups is saying, I probably don't play it or just play it a bit and just say, yeah, whatever, cool. But most of the games I buy physically with my own money, unless I really don't gel with it, I'd probably finish it.
Too.
Are you saying Boat Jam?
Okay. Yeah, but especially I'm going out and buying it. Usually I don't want to buy it before it comes out.
Yeah.
And I can't. Well, actually, before buying Maneater, I can't remember the last time I bought a game on a. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, I might pick that up when it comes out. But yeah, I've nearly finished Maneater, and that's not a long game, and it's not a game that you would expect people to run out and buy.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Maybe it's just me then. Maybe I'm just my attention span is like a gnat. But I don't know.
Soups, you should ask Bishop what he thinks about Elite Dangerous.
Oh, don't even get me started on that game. Oh my god, I downloaded it about a week ago, Soups, and I couldn't even complete the tutorial. I got that frustrated with it.
Which one's Elite Dangerous? Is it the
space?
It's a space
I know
simulator.
which one it is. Yep. I was gonna look up. I know which one it is. No good, Bish. No.
It's not that it's no good. It's just very complicated.
All right. Okay.
It's just complicated, and if you're into the whole space simulator stuff, and you're into games that are complicated, like Eve Online stuff like that, then
Everspace is cool. I got that.
And Everspace, yeah. Elite Dangerous is right up your street if you're into that kind of thing. I'm very picky when it comes to space games. I find it very difficult. Brain. Yeah, you do need a big brain. You do. And I don't have that.
Of course you do, mate. This is the big brain report. Anyway, gentlemen, I have a Kickstarter watch on the go here. Now, I saw this over the week. I'm not sure when I saw this, but I was like, this is a throwback of throwbacks, mate. Jam.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
No.
On the Kickstarter, there's a video game called Up Now X Zodiac by Ben Hickling.
I've seen the logo,
and it looks marvelous. I gotta be honest with you.
Sure.
I mean, it's at 31k. It's just it is gold, flying colours.
I knew it
all day.
I knew it. I saw the logo. I was like, that looks like Star Fox.
And it's basically just Star Fox for a new one. It looks smooth, lads. I gotta be honest.
It looks great. Yeah.
Throwback Bishop. You into this kind of thing, or are you not?
It's not my cup of tea. I was never a Star Fox kind of fan personally. I mean,
Cornelia's playing in my head as I'm watching.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still glad that this game, these kind of games exist because a lot of people do like these kind of games, and so many people are a huge fan of Star Fox. So I'm not saying that dislike them. I just never really played much of them. So
I did
just you can add it to your wish list, and then there is a demo which you can download now. If you want to go and check that out,
you can download now.
Yeah, I believe so. It's letting me. It's a I don't want to do it on stream, but it is letting me do it. Yeah, so go and check that out. If mate, Cornelia theme, don't get me started on the.
I can hear it whilst watching it.
Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Careful,
want to check
you
out.
don't get yourself banned.
Oh mate, Twitch place to be here, mate. Some big stuff now, lads. This one's for me. This next one, I'm sorry. Have you two gentlemen ever played a video game called Azure Striker Gunvolt?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever played it.
Well, I'm in a good.
I think I've
mood.
heard of it.
I'm in a good mood today. Gunvolt is in that Play Strangers game, by the way. Just thrown out there. I'm in a good mood today, lads. I'm in a very, very good mood. There has been an announcement, which, I mean, indie creator here, my dudes, Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. Now, Azure Striker Gunvolt is basically Mega Man X, a new one, and it's bloody marvellous. It is the antithesis of what Bishop likes from a video game. I'm just going to whack this on a bit so you can see some stuff. Nice artwork there.
Just let you know the demo for EX Zodiac is 57 megabytes.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's finished downloading.
Is that start playing that on stream now. Yeah, but this is everything I want from a side scrolling. It's a Switch exclusive, which is
really cool.
Weird. I'm in. It's just a heads up. It is going to be released, I think, this year. I want to say this year.
Cool art style.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, basically Mega Man X, and I'm all over it. And the first two are on sale on Steam right now. Is there?
Shall we segue into that?
Yeah, that was what I was trying to do, but trying to find a release date. Oh, there's no release date. Sorry. Right, nonsense out of the way. On sale on Steam, I hear you ask. Well, gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed. There's a big Steam. Beg your pardon. I'll get my words out. Steam sale on at the minute, lads.
Is there?
Yeah, and if you spend 30 notes, you get an extra £5 off. Now
30 of the Queen's English.
Just FYI, that's only on your first purchase.
Yeah, on first purchase, and you can use multiple games to get it, but you don't have to be one game. Thank you, Bishop, for the save there, mate.
Only reason why I say that is because I read the fine print yesterday and was like, you little bastards.
Well, wipe my ass for £5, so I did it, mate.
Yeah, exactly. £5.
Like I said, I got what did I get, lads? Blade Strangers, Zone of the Enders 2, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and Grandia HD for £31, so it's about £26.
Nice.
Gentlemen, Jam, did you end up getting anything in the end?
No, it's all sitting in my basket still.
Is it in the basket?
I was doing the exact same thing last night. So Jack asked us a few days ago before this stream to choose a game from the Steam Summer Sale, which we think is a bargain. And I'm going to say mine now because the one I was going to link into this anyway. The game that I think personally is a bargain for this from this particular sale is Sekiro, which is the game of the year from last year, I believe it was.
30. No, yeah,
it's like 32. I think it's like £31, £32, which I think is perfect because obviously, yeah. So if you want to save a little bit of money, Sekiro's like 26.
I nearly bought that, to be honest, Bishop. I've got to be honest with you.
I'm so close to buying it. I really am. I've wanted it for a while, and if you want Sekiro, you've been interested in Sekiro before, go buy it now. It's like 26 quid. I think that's a steal personally for a game of year from last year. I think. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely worth the price. That's my shout personally. That's really the only one that really kind of came out to me. Really, there's a few other ones. Titanfall 2 is doing extremely well right now.
£6, £7, £8, something like that.
I think it's about £8.
It's like £8, I think it is. Yeah. Obviously, if you're in a different country, obviously these prices may vary. So go check the Steam Summer Sale if you need to know that. I've heard some really good things about Titanfall 2. Apparently, it's got like a new lease of life now because everyone's buying it because it's so cheap and.
Good, yeah. They'll just put the money back into Apex, they will.
Yeah, of course they will.
Yeah, probably. So I'm happy for them for that because obviously Titanfall 2 didn't get that much love, did it really? Which is a big shame.
It's a good game, mate. Very good.
Jedi Fallen Order's there also as well, £28.
Worth every penny.
Jam. Do you have have you seen anything in the sale which you think people should go out and buy?
I have a few.
Lay it on us, mate.
So I'll do two really quickly. So Mega Man 11.
Oh, how much is that? Like a tenner?
£12.49.
Oh mate, all day, get it.
Yeah, so Mega Man, that's in my basket right now. We're talking about a week before last, week before that. Need for Speed Most Wanted, the Criterion Need for Speed. It's now been released on Steam and immediately gone into the sale.
What's it?
That's sick.
So instead of £18, it's £4.49.
Oh, Mass Effect 1 and 2 are 5 each as well.
Yeah, but one I've picked out now. It again
£4.49 for Most Wanted. Sorry, Jam. Go on.
Yeah, £4.49 for Most Wanted. Actually relates back to the question you asked me, Bishop. And so, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, third Tomb Raider in the new generation of Tomb Raider, like the revisit, because it's basically what Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3.
I've played a little bit of the first one, but they're all really good remakes.
It's highly rated. It's really like positive ratings and things like that. Now, I'd much prefer Uncharted, but sometimes Tomb Raider scratches the itch. I've done the first two, but I haven't done this one. Now you can buy Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which would cost you 82 quid.
82.96.
It's now £14.76.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And then, so relating back to the question you asked me before, so I was like, okay, I'll look at some reviews of it, because the second Tomb Raider, it wasn't massively long, but it started getting like lethargic, and it did start getting stale. And I was like, I did finish it in the end, but I thought it's taking too long. The review, even though it's positive, it will tell you it takes 25 hours to finish that game.
Okay.
And that put me off.
Right.
It's just, it just put me off.
Can I interject, Jam? Sorry to cut in.
Yeah.
You can get a Tomb Raider bundle, which is Shadow of Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition, Tomb Raider Anniversary, all the old Tomb Raiders, Lara Croft games, the Temple of Osiris and all that, for £35, which should have been 278.
Yeah, that's a steal. That's
if you feel like Tomb Raider, that's all over it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's in my basket. Still, I might click that buy button.
Oh yeah, mate.
So the one of the reasons why Tomb Raider is so special to me is just purely for the fact that I used to play it all the time as a kid with my family.
The triangle moves, mate.
We would take it in turns with the controller to try and the puzzles and the
butler in the fridge.
Exactly, the butler in the fridge and stuff like that. Yeah. So Tomb Raider to me is a bit of a nostalgic thing. But I like the stories and just the mystery to them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I can see what you mean about the gameplay and how it can get a bit sort of
But it wasn't the gameplay that got stale. It was just the story, and then became repetition at one point in the second.
Oh, okay.
But this new one, it's been out a year or two now, whatever it's been out. But 14 quid is like, that's great. 25 hours. The reviews put me off the 25 hours, but it's got hubs now. Like I think like Destiny 2.
No.
NPC hubs.
Wait, what?
No.
It's got NPC hubs.
No.
So like you can go through, you do your action and stuff like that. Then you go into villages, like people live there. You can talk to strangers.
Oh, yes, I know what you're on about.
And it was like, is that just padding for the game?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like Tomb Raider's always been very linear, hasn't it? And I think that does take away from the experience a little bit, doesn't it?
And also,
I don't know. Yeah, I see what you mean on that one.
Yeah. Also, like I've just finished The Last of Us 2, and I've got an itch to play Uncharted 4 again. And I could just play that rather than buying Tomb Raider.
To be fair, your itch was Uncharted. My itch was the first Last of Us.
Yeah, no, I do want to go back and play that one as well.
Any more Jam off the top of your head, or?
No, I mean there's a few more, but they're the kind of the ones that grabbed my attention.
I got a few. Sorry,
there's so many Steam games to go through here. Like the list is huge.
Oh yeah.
It's like, honestly, guys, if you've not seen the Steam Summer Sale, just go and have a look.
Go have a look. It's sick.
It's insane.
And that's to be happy. Subnautica is 35% off.
Nice.
Got a few here myself. Just a few quick ones. Remember Cosmic Star Heroine? I was going about that a few weeks ago. It's £1.09 on Steam as we speak. So go and check that out. I've got that all over the place. I might have to get it again. Where are we? Transistor from my babies. Supergiant Games is £3.9.
Remember Transistor being really quite highly rated. So.
It's very good.
Yeah,
it's very good. Top of my head. Wolfenstein 2, £7.50. I like Wolfenstein. Yeah, so I mean, we could sit here all day. We're not going to, but go and check it out.
Undertale is £2.37.
Mate, you haven't played Undertale yet. I don't know what to say to you.
I need to go and play it.
It's such a great game.
Bishop.
The annoying thing
I'll gift it you right now. I'm being serious.
That's the funny thing is I've got the game. I just haven't played it yet.
Why haven't you played it?
I've got it. It's on the Xbox Games Pass.
It is.
It is.
And you've not played it.
I just haven't played it. I've actually installed it as well. I just haven't played it. I was going to save it for a stream because apparently people really wanted to watch me play it. Because
I'll watch that. I'm all in,
it's
mate.
One of those games.
And the music is glorious.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that too.
Future music quiz music. I'm telling you now. Anyway, gentlemen, next story kind of thing. Jam.
Yeah.
Min Min's out.
Min Min is out.
You played it yet?
I've not played Min Min yet.
I played it for a bit today.
We might have to play her after this.
Twitch.tv/jam_casual will be on Smash every Saturday, right?
Every Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah. So to sort that out. There is a patch. There have been some major buffs. I won't bore everyone with this.
Jigglypuff's been nerfed, I'm fuming.
Yes, I think.
His final smash, but I don't
made
care.
the opponent's movements slower during the initial slowdown period of final smash. Yeah, unlucky, mate. But Falcon's had a few buffs. Kirby's had a few buffs. Marth is looking clean. I've got to be honest.
Give him some more reach.
I believe.
I'm down for that. My favourite character, so I'm down for that.
Yeah, there's been a lot. I won't say, like I said, we won't say it, but version 8 is out. Go and check that out. We love Smash here at the Casual Report. Anyway,
Big time.
gentlemen,
Ooh.
big story now. Big story. Last of Us did alright in the sales, lads. You know what I'm saying?
Ish. The boycotting worked.
Boycotting works, as it always does with these things. Last of Us 2 sells more than 4 million copies. This comes from the Horse's Mouth, the PlayStation blog. Who wrote this for us? Eric Lempel, sorry, beg your pardon. Delightful report, Last of Us 2 is now the fastest selling first party PS4 exclusive ever, with more than 4 million copies sold through as of June 21st.
And so it should be.
And so on. Gentlemen, does it surprise you?
No.
No.
No, it doesn't surprise me.
No.
All I can say is Naughty Dog, congratulations. Genuinely, congratulations. Because, wow. I mean, imagine how much money they must have spent on making this thing.
I didn't make back.
I mean, I can imagine.
They probably
I can
did.
imagine they
But
probably
for
did. Yes.
what they put into it, Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
I've watched the first hour and I've seen a few little clips here and there. I know you two have played through the games. The Last of Us 2 is, in terms of, for this generation at least, an absolute masterpiece. Just in terms of coding and graphic fidelity, and just honestly, just the emotion on the faces of the characters. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about story, and we'll go into that in the Last of Us 2
We have
spoiler
a
podcast thing that we're
tomorrow.
doing. But yeah, no, I think personally, as in terms of the game as a whole, it's just so well done, and they should be so proud of what they've created.
This is
fantastic work.
Sorry, I'm going to come at one thing here.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a console war, which obviously there's a console war.
If you're 5, there is, mate.
Trust me,
if you're
The
5
Last
years
of
old,
Us
then
2
yes.
was a nail in the coffin for Xbox in this generation.
Uh-huh.
If that's what you want, if you were comparing the two,
I mean,
Right,
it sounds biased because I've always loved Naughty Dog.
Have you?
and Sony.
Yes.
Where's
Oh, no,
that,
it doesn't
where's that
matter.
Nathan Drake figure?
It's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Show it,
But
mate.
yes, if Xbox and PlayStation were on a scale, then
No,
yes,
I'm not even
PlayStation
joking.
would have gone a little bit
It
like
doesn't
that.
matter if it was Sony or not. If they weren't, okay, right. Last of Us 2 is coming out on Xbox One exclusive. You know I'm having an Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Nathan
an
Drake's
amazing
it.
film. Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, the thing with this is, I totally agree with you. But as we've talked about before in the Casual Report, and we will probably continue to do so for the rest of the Casual Report's just lifespan. When it comes to the generations of the consoles, it's all about the games.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, yes, the hardware has to be able to control that and actually be able to work to make those games work properly and actually for you to enjoy the experience. But predominantly, the most important thing about a whole generation, in my personal opinion, and I'm sure you guys probably agree too,
Video
is
games.
the games.
Yeah,
Because that's
always.
what we're here for. That's what we're there for. Do you know what I mean?
I had to pinch myself and say I was playing a game in this generation when I was playing
Mate.
Last of Us 4.
I
I was like, this is the
imagine you would've done.
PlayStation 4. My day one PlayStation 4.
Mine is.
I was watching the first hour. I was
Well,
watching
this
the
is
first
mental.
hour of it the other day on YouTube, and just watching it on YouTube, I was like, "This is stunning. This does
Yeah.
not feel like the PS4 at all." And
No.
it's just incredible to see that. It really is.
I have a few things to say.
Mhm.
With Naughty Dog, they are very particular. They care about the craft.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
what I don't agree with, if the rumours are true, maybe not, but apparently they treat the staff like shit and make them work shit
Oh
hours.
yeah, I've heard about that.
Don't agree
I have
this.
heard that.
If you're doing that, just please stop it, because
Delay the game a bit longer.
yeah,
Treat,
we
treat
can
people
wait.
fairly.
We're human beings. We'll wait. But no, well done. Very good game. Very well thought out. Very well directed and all that stuff. And however, the attention to detail is unreal. Like for example, when you play Last of Us 2, when you aim with the left L2 on the pad, character squints. Did you notice that, John?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Did you ever,
going
when
on?
you were shivving someone,
Yeah.
pause the game and spin the camera? Like the aggression on the face when they're trying to drive the knife. I mean, it was a bit gruesome, but they were driving the knife in the neck and things like that. Oh, it's so good.
I have
That's crazy.
I have comparison sales, gentlemen, as well. Because I'm like that. I'm good like that. Big Daniel Ahmed on Twitter has brought us some comparison sales. For the first 3 days, Last of Us sold for 4 million. And for reference, Uncharted 4 did 2.7. Horizon did 2.6 in 14 days. God of War did 3.1 in 3 days. And Spider-Man did 3.3 in 3 days. That's just a bit of comparison there for you guys. Where do we think Ghost of Tsushima is going to fall here?
Definitely not going to hit the
I
same
don't think so, no.
numbers. Not a chance.
It's gonna do more.
It's
Horizon
the first version of it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
you
a
might see
new
a sequel
IP.
do that.
Yeah, it's a new IP. It's going to be new, and people are going to
Sucker
be.
Punch out a household name, etc. It goes on, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not saying it's not going to be good. We're not saying it's not going to be good. We're just saying it.
And I'm definitely not saying that I don't have faith in it. It's definitely looks strong, and it looks like a game that will sell right. It'll sell well, but I don't think it's going to sell anywhere near as much as Last of Us 2.
Nowhere.
My personal opinion.
Probably good for 1.5 mil for the first 3 days, hopefully, and then hopefully it can trajectory up into the scary heights of Last of Us.
But the thing is, though, I mean, I don't know whether this is us three, but all three of us have said this is not a game that we'd buy day one. Right?
Yeah, we have. I'm not buying it.
All three of us have said that.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Not that
one.
it doesn't look good. It's I've got other
It
things
looks
to
great.
buy or other things to
It
do.
looks great, but it's not enticed me enough to really want to buy it.
I agree.
Is that the same? Chat. Are you guys
Get
in the same boat with
chat
that
in.
one?
Come on, lads.
Are you guys in the same boat with that one? Ghost is what was it called? Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima. Thank you. Are you guys in the same boat as that? Same goes, of course, with the YouTube as well. For anybody that's in the YouTube, get down in those comments and give us a shout on what your opinion is on this.
You did the same thing with The Last of Us 2. You didn't buy it.
I didn't, but that was more to do with the fact of my finances, my current situation. If I had a lot of money, and I would have definitely bought it day one, because my god, that game.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know.
Cheers, Jam. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. We'll see. Like, it'll probably review high because it looks quite good, but we'll see.
I don't really go.
No, obviously not. But it's a good indicator to see what people think of the game. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, gentlemen, we'll talk more Last of Us 2 tomorrow. I'm not sure if we'll do it live. If you really want us to do it live, we will. But I'm not sure if we will.
Record it, and then people can click on it if they want to.
Moving on.
It might be a little bit. It might be a little bit dispersed, just probably for the fact that I haven't played through the whole thing. So there might be a bit of catching up for me as well.
Yeah, no worries.
So if we do it live, then it'll be one of those kind of things where we kind of split up the recordings a bit in post, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that. That's not for this show. That's for another time.
For another time, gentlemen. I have a story from Square Enix. Well, not from them, but kind of
direct to you.
So to me, of course, as I've said, he's the host of the Casual Report. He knows. No, I'm joking. Yeah, they are reportedly readying some reveals throughout July and August. I have an article here from Ryan Pearson of Niche Gamer. He's a good lad who brought this up for us. It says Square Enix president and chairman Yosuke Matsuda has allegedly stated that new games set to be revealed July and August. And there was a blog, and there was a shareholder. Basically, there was a shareholder meeting, and they said, "Yeah, we are readying some games for the next couple of months." I mean, this is common knowledge, probably. Like, yeah, game company gets ready to reveal video games. Is there anything from Square that you'd like to see? I mean, that what was that one at the PlayStation project? It's gone from my head.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, the one, that looks
From
cool.
the Sony event that we watched the other week.
That one looked cool.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're on about. It did look very cool. No, I don't think we'll see that for a while yet.
No, I think that's...
Because it's next gen, isn't it? I don't think we'll see much from the next gen stuff that was announced on that Sony press conference.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. It's good to see that there's more games being made and stuff like that. That's great. I would like to see a few more games kind of being announced for this generation, if I'm honest, just to kind of keep, just to pad it out a little bit more, and just to keep us kind of still interested in the old generation a little bit, because that tends to happen is that you get to the next gen and everything's just kind of like, okay,
the
this
old
is next
generation
gen,
still be
this is next gen.
main. Well, it would be the mainly used console, I suppose, for the next year after release.
I'll just give you a
I
quote.
reckon you're probably right, yeah.
Sorry, just give you a quote from Masuda quick. It says, "Normally new games will be announced at E3. I was planning to hold a presentation as an alternative, but I couldn't hold it due to lack of assets. From now on, each title will be released at a time when it can be announced. We plan to release some from July to August." That's the quote that they're coming from.
Okay.
But I mean, this is probably grapevine nonsense, but people really, really want to see Final Fantasy 16. Is there any chance? I don't think there is yet.
Not a chance.
No.
Mate, we'll see a trailer to come out in 8 years' time.
Definitely.
I
And
reckon it will be a while, yeah.
we also are ready. Oh, mate, Yoko Taro.
No, we don't need that either.
Where's my Nier game? Where's my Dragon Guard game?
I mean, I'm
Bish,
down. I'm down with that as well, Jack. Yeah,
Are
definitely.
you, Bishop, mate? Are you any inkling for what this could lead to? Like another Tomb Raider game, maybe? Because you got to think that.
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd just be pulling at straws, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they've got under their kind of under wraps kind of thing.
Another one. Sorry,
yeah.
to cut in, Bush. Kingdom Hearts is a way off as well. You'd imagine, right?
Way off. Yeah.
Way
You got to think the pull all their like Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. That's probably a mile off as well.
I mean, think about how long Kingdom Hearts 3 was talked about.
Remember watching that train trailer?
The train. The train trailer.
2014, I think. I want to say.
Like,
was it 15?
It was like 6 years ago.
When did it come out? Last year.
Yeah.
29.
Last year.
Was it last year, Bish, or year before?
I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of last year. I think.
That rings a bell. Yeah.
I could be wrong.
No, I think it was January, wasn't it? Was it?
But yeah, I think it was January time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Trust us, Jan. We're experts here.
I know, yeah.
I'll go back to that on Thursday
Never doubt it.
if I've made a mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a way off. Yeah. Other than that, apparently that fucking beat game. Why?
Have you played that yet, Bish? It's on.
No,
no,
I haven't
you're not
played
interested.
it, and I'm not going to.
Yeah. That's like every game I try and come up with. I'm always like, well, no, that's just come out. Like we've got Babylon Fall for the Platinum and Square game, which I've said last year is the next Nier game, and I'm still sticking my eggs in them baskets, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
I want another Nier game. I really do.
Mate, you want another Nier game?
I'm on the hype train as you.
I want one too.
You want to shut up about it, probably. That's why.
Yeah, but then it'll just be. I want another one after that, straight after.
So like I was saying, every Square game I was like, that's probably not it. Do you guys anything else that you can scrape the bottom of the barrel? Anyone in the chat, anyone on YouTube, is there anything that you'd like to see from Square apart from Final Fantasy 16? You know, I'd say that one.
It's not. I don't know whether it's just me, but I don't really follow Square Enix to the point where I'm like,
you love Square.
Excited. I'm not really excited for any games that they bring out.
Yeah, nor am I.
Really,
you love them.
I don't know. It's probably just me, and just my kind of interests. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Near matter.
I'm sure time will tell this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll probably shut us up and announce everything we said. Oh, it's way off.
It's
because they do that a lot.
It's too early at this point, and I reckon they probably won't. But prove me wrong, Square. That'd be great.
Prove us wrong, indeed, mate. Anyway,
Final Fantasy VII Part 2 was just like tease. That'd be cool.
Just even if it's just teasers.
But it can't not be in development, can it?
No, it's definitely in development.
Yeah,
and it's definitely hurry up, man. I don't even started.
Another Just Cause.
I've just mate. It probably is.
Oh,
Anyway,
please don't. Please don't.
shall we move on from Square? Jam, I have some good news, mate. I have some good news and some bad news.
Yeah, I don't know. You better find
Good
out
news
now.
is Metal Slug game's coming out. Woohoo! Bad news is for your mobile phone. Jam,
What?
have you seen this yet, James?
Yeah.
This trailer looks clean,
Yeah.
guys. Clean.
I thought Switch all day long.
I mean, if I can play this on my tablet with my Xbox One controller, I won't be too bothered. But, I mean, to be fair, there is a console one coming out as well, if this does well, I believe. But look at that. That looks... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's this on a bit?
It looks good.
But yeah, I mean... Bishop, did you ever play these?
No.
Yeah, mate, trust me, they're great. They're just old school arcade action,
Yeah,
point
Metal
scoring,
Slug's awesome.
quarter swallowing nonsense, mate. But it is.
That sounds.
I mean, I was so disheartened when it was on the phone. I'm like, that looks great as well. 2 seconds. It's called Metal Slug Code J. Is the working title. Coming out some point in 2020. And it's also by Timmy Studios, which are, you know, run by Tencent. They did Call of Duty Mobile, and they also doing that beautiful Pokemon game, which Jams is interested in.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, mate. I'm trying to find which. Yeah, the last Metal Slug game was Metal Slug 7 2008. Jam, are you happy?
I would like it to do well to push it to console. Not necessarily that, or a console version, or then again, Metal Slug
Oh no.
8.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I read that wrong. Sorry, I read this wrong. It says there is a new console Metal Slug game in the works, apparently due out in some point in 2020. Beg your pardon. I don't think there's a release date for this one.
Oh, then I don't care about the mobile game. if
You
we
love
get
the
one.
mobile game. But anyway, that was just a quick update on that for you, gentlemen.
Interesting.
I have a fascinating tweet right now.
Mm-hmm.
A fascinating tweet. My man Tom Warren, who is a senior editor at The Verge, found... I don't know if he found them. He may have found them, I don't know. He found 2 placeholder Twitter accounts for certain Xbox video games. One's for Fable. Bishop, you played Fable, right?
Of course.
You like Fable, right?
Do. Very
Yeah,
good, yeah.
and one's for Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark Classic. The first one's Classic. Perfect Dark Zero is a bit weird.
Oh, is this the copyright?
Yeah,
thing?
and it's saying it says it said they found these 2 placeholder Twitter accounts and they're registered to a Microsoft email. And Aaron Greenberg, who is an executive over at Xbox, says, "I know everyone is hungry for news, but sorry to get your hopes up. These accounts have been inactive for years. It's standard practice to secure social handles for our IP." Now, I bring you this quote, right, gentlemen. I'm not going to sit here and call Aaron Greenberg a liar. And I'm probably reading too much into this, but you see this section, he says these accounts have been inactive for years. It says it right there, yeah?
Yeah.
And Bishop, can you tell me what it says under joined on Fable, please, mate?
June 28th, 2020. Is that your
The other one.
Joined this month.
Oh, okay.
March 2020,
Right.
and Perfect Dark is June 2020. Now,
Years they've been
gentlemen,
inactive.
they may have renewed them accounts, and they may have just rejoined them as
Reactivated
Yeah.
them. And, you know.
Maybe.
Is that damage limitation, or is that? Are we seeing Fable and Perfect Dark? That's my question.
I think it'd be good. Well, Perfect Dark's actually really good. I
Perfect
really
Dark's
enjoyed
cool.
Perfect Dark. Never played Fable, but I know it was a good game.
Yeah,
we
people
didn't
like
see it
Fable.
on this generation, did we?
Bishop?
Well,
No.
we didn't see anything this generation.
We didn't see
Right.
them two, no.
So,
I think
actually,
it-
that was something I
if-
wanted to talk about today.
Good
Actually.
revival.
Oh, Bishop, mate, play it on us. Let's do it.
So, obviously, it's very nearly July.
This is it as
And-
well.
Oh, God, I'm so excited.
Mate.
I'm so excited for this one.
Wait, we are reacting to this. We will be live
Yep,
watching.
we will
it
be
with
live
us,
when we
and
watch
Bishop's
this.
gonna
when
cream,
this
mate.
happens.
I'm all over it.
Mate,
Let's do it.
I'm gonna be so hyped for that fucking set. Oh my
Central.
God, don't miss it because it's gonna be hilarious.
We're buzzing.
Yeah, so this is obviously the news that obviously Xbox has got their press conference coming out in July time.
Apparently, it's later July. I
Yeah,
hear
I think it's late.
on the
I think it's
grapevine.
late July. Yeah,
On the
I'm
grapevine.
pretty sure. But obviously, they've already announced that Halo Infinite is going to be a big part of the show, which is
I'd imagine it'd be the front runner.
buzzing. I can imagine. I reckon they'll leave it to last, and I reckon it's going to be the one that's going to be the most showed.
Yeah.
I reckon, if I'm honest,
That's your
because
console
Halo-
seller.
Yeah, A, it's your console seller, and B, it's so close to the release of Halo Infinite already, and they've not showed any gameplay. So I reckon they'll go full blown. I reckon we'll go out. They'll show the Forge mode. They'll show theater. They'll show the gameplay. They'll show the hub. They'll probably show the campaign too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I reckon they'll go all out on that, and they'll really show a lot.
Agreed.
But in terms of other games as well, I reckon Fable's going to be there. I reckon
do
Fable
as well.
will be there.
It's time. It's time.
To be honest, I really do think that Perfect Dark will be there too.
It's time as well. Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think this is just damage control. I think they're just doing
He's
this
like
kind of trying to balance the field a bit and say, no, it's not coming, it's not coming. But we all know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, isn't it? It's gonna. So I reckon you probably see both of those games at the show next month too. So yeah.
I mean,
fingers crossed.
We're not calling Aaron Greenberg a liar. We like Aaron Greenberg. He's a really cool guy.
Of course.
He's got to do his job, innit?
Exactly. You've got to do your job, and sometimes that means lying on social media. Exactly.
And it's worth noting as well, just because they are in development, I mean they have to be shown at the reveal. That's just another thing to think about. So we will react to that because I think it's gonna be a good time if it falls nicely time wise. If it's not like 4 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Anything to add, gentlemen? No.
No, not really.
No.
Just
Buzzing.
the hype. The hype is
Bring the
real.
hype.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Jam.
Yes.
You like Battle Royale games, don't you, mate?
No.
Of course you do. You love them. You're never off them, mate.
Yeah, I'm always on them. No, I don't like Battle Royale games.
Well, have I got the news for you, my friend?
Mate, sign me up.
You do.
Ubisoft.
I'm sure you do.
Are here.
What's this? Tom Clancy's Battle Royale.
A teaser website's gone up for Ubisoft's new game Hyperspace, which is a battle royale with heavy Twitch integration. Gentlemen,
Okay.
this is the developers. Prisma Dimensions are the developers, I believe. They also worked a bit on what's that game Hugh likes?
Concept art.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
They worked a bit on that on the background, so they got they have experience with multiplayer games, gentlemen. My question now: is this too late, or what? Or
No, I mean battle royales have gotten to a certain point now where it's just a natural thing in our kind of gaming industry. I reckon. I think we've gotten to a point where people have just kind of accepted that battle royales are a genre.
I agree,
and it's a thing. Although, how long battle royale is going to stay? What's the word?
relevant.
Not only relevant but also profitable. I reckon will be kind of something that we will kind of see over the years. We'll see whether or not
People talk with their wallets.
People do talk.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Call of Duty's been massive for years, despite the fact that we've not really played that much. It seems that microtransactions, regardless of how much you hate them, are still a huge thing in the gaming industry right now.
Exactly. But it might cost you. Oh, it's only £5 for this little pack thing here. But when you got 1 million people doing it,
yeah,
it's 5 million.
It all adds.
It is.
It all adds up. I hate to see it because Halo Infinite's going to be in the exact same boat. They're unfortunately having microtransactions again, like the last one.
Started on Microsoft and microtransactions, mate.
The only reason why they're doing that, though, but that's the thing. The only reason why they're doing that is because in Halo 5, everyone was buying packs. Or whatever they were called. I forgot what rec packs they were called in Halo 5. And I can't say much myself because I was doing the same thing. We as gamers, as you've just said, we as gamers, we the
people,
we talk through our wallet, and
yep, it's true.
Yeah,
very true.
I don't mind them if you support the game you like.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And then,
I mean, Rocket League. I mean, is one of them. Rocket League, for instance. Oh my god, that game.
Oh no, they get a bit twatty about it, but I was playing Rocket League with Jack the other day, and he scored a goal. Saw his goal explosion. Told him it was like a £20 goal explosion.
I had no idea.
Really?
I had no idea. Honestly, I just play it when I listen to Rocket League is my podcast game, so I just listen to
Yeah.
podcasts and I was just whack it out a bit and then carry on and over and over. I just seem
Makes
to have accumulated all this shit.
Over
I
the
have no
years.
idea what it is. Like I could
Yeah.
have shit in there that's worth like 40 quid. I'd have no idea.
Probably.
It's like Gears of War as well as another one. It fucking started.
Yeah,
On the
I hate
fucking-
I hate tracking microtransactions just as much as you do, to be honest, Jack. But it's
I hate
it's the
them.
world that we live in. It's just.
I just don't like being nickels and dimed.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think us three as well, like as gamers that have grown up from, like cheat codes being just free and
Yeah.
You
have to buy
have
you-
tanks falling from the sky.
having a demo inside a magazine and kind of
Do you remember?
those really
OPM.
small little things where the game came in the cartridge, on the cartridge or on the CD, and there was no DLC or anything like that. We came from that background. Do you know what I mean? We came from that. So, I mean, to see the gaming industry go from that to what we have now, we above all else are going to be very much affected by that
Agreed.
compared to say, for instance, your average 10-year-old now, for instance.
Yeah, that's just standard
who's
stuff.
just,
Yeah.
exactly, who just thinks it's standard because it's just what they've grown up as.
I mean,
to in.
microtransactions as shite as they can be. I don't mind it where you can buy something that's yours and you get to keep it. But there are things you can buy that you lose, which I don't know. But does FIFA still do it? Where you can buy packs, you get
the
players,
Ask a serious question, Jam.
I'm
but
pretty
you can
sure.
I don't
lose
know
the
the answer,
contract.
but I know.
You can lose the contract of that player.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
it's
not
like-
sure the contracts are still a thing, but it's definitely.
I don't know.
They still nickel and dime you, definitely.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
they do.
But
It's
then
EA.
like
It's
a
EA,
week
they're
later,
going to.
you've spent 50 quid, but you don't have the best player that you bought last week.
I commend. Oh, I mean, as much as I absolutely, I'm still very much aware that EA still completely nickel and dime you.
Oh, they got slapped over it from Battlefield 2.
They did for
Remember.
Battlefield.
was glorious.
Battlefield 2. It's Battlefront 2, isn't it? Sorry.
Battlefront 2, sorry.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. They a lot of people were up in massive uproar with that. But what they did recently with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Fall on it.
Thank you, I got it right. What they did with that was they specifically came out and said it's a story game and there's no microtransactions, and
It was excellent.
that right there
And we
is
got free DLC.
very strong. And believe it or not, their sales because of this have become really, really good because they've made an incredibly decent Star Wars game with no bullshit.
You know what rattles
Yeah.
me? You know what rattles me?
Go on.
The what's it called? Jedi Fallen Order thing. No microtransactions.
Yeah.
Gears Tactics did it as well. A big block of text in the trailer. No
Yeah.
microtransactions. I'm like,
Oh, I remember that.
why are you you shouldn't be
You're
news.
right. Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't
fuck
need
it
to
off.
tell people this, but it's become. I think because
so
microtransactions
toxic, you have to,
become
don't you?
such. Yeah,
And
because
it's become like a
such
positive
huge
impact.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now a positive thing now. That
Rattles me, though.
Yeah. I
But-
know. I totally agree with you.
For the
on that one,
record, well done, well made DLC. I'm fine with, like, The Witcher's DLC and Bioshock's DLC and all that. I'm fine with. Just for the record, when they cut up games like that Prince of Persia game, where you have to buy the DLC to get the real ending, I'm not cool with
Yeah,
that.
by the rest
I'm
of
not
the
cool
story.
with that at
No.
all.
Absolutely
But
not
if
cool
it's
with
an
that
extra
at
chunk of game and it's really, I'm okay with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you two gentlemen feel. Anyway, back to the topic. Sorry for the segue there. Hyperspace
Yeah.
from Ubisoft, AAA Battle Royale FPS. It looks interesting. I mean, the problem with I have a what they called. Help me out, gentlemen. Battle Royales.
Battle Royales, yeah.
They all seem to merge into one.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like me and these new
Yeah.
first-person shooters coming out these days.
yeah, you've got like PUBG, for example. PUBG just looks like the most generic thing ever. And I think they tried to copyright frying pans or some shit or something nonsense.
They released frying pans, didn't they?
Yeah, but
As physical like ornaments.
yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Are you interested in hyperspace? I'm not. Are you?
I mean, I'm into the whole sci-fi stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
a sci-fi-esque battle royale might be my cup of tea, but again, it's battle royale. I don't know. It's just not me. It's not my type of thing. I'm not into the multiplayer that much.
Give me another Unreal tournament. That's where it's at.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament would be sweet.
By the way, speaking of Battle Royales, there's one Battle Royale I would play if they did it. Did you guys ever play F-Zero X?
F-Zero X?
No, that was in the arcade as well, wasn't it?
That was the GameCube one. That was the one after. N64 one was F-Zero X. On that game was a mode called Death Race, right? And I can't remember how many races. I think it might have been 30 or 40 races. I'm not sure. But the objective was to be the last one not destroyed, and that was that was one of the first Battle Royale things I've ever played, and that was on the N64.
Quake was so good.
Quake
3
was so good.
Loved Quake 3. It was one of my first games on the PS2.
Quake was good.
Gentlemen, should we
Have
move
we got
on?
any more stories, Jack?
I've got a few more. I'm just going to run by these two. There's one. I'll do the quick one first. Tomorrow, at 20 hours, at 5 PM tomorrow, we are getting gameplay of Crysis Remastered. It's a gameplay trailer up on YouTube. Well, there's a premiere.
Crysis is in the original Crysis.
As in the original.
PC.
as in it'll blow.
As in benchmark.
Yeah, as in it'll blow up your
PC
computer.
Crysis.
It's getting the remastered trailer is going to be tomorrow at 5 PM UK time. So check that out. In 20
I didn't
hours.
know this was a thing. That's cool.
We spoke about it, Bishop, mate.
Did I?
We did, didn't we, John? Did we? I
I
swear
don't
we
know.
did.
I don't remember talking about
Crysis.
Crysis Remastered.
Crysis, the
I swear we.
original Crysis.
I swear we covered it.
I think we might have, because I mentioned how. No, I think.
Because it's on Switch, and I remember
Yeah.
saying it's going to melt the Switch.
Yeah, and I said I remember Crysis 2 coming out and people saying you've got to buy a mega PC to run it. Yeah.
Gentlemen, last story today. As fans of things, gentlemen, I believe us three, have most bases covered. Like, because you've got like Kingdom Hearts and stuff, and I like high fantasy crap, and Jam like Star Wars.
I was actually going to say this earlier. Actually, yeah, we do have a diverse kind of.
There's a diverse, and I think that's why I think we gel quite well. One thing that's missing is somebody's love for Harry Potter. I don't think anyone in this podcast likes Harry Potter.
I like Harry Potter.
But you
I
love
don't
Harry
like
Potter.
Harry Potter.
And so
like
does
it.
Dan. I
does
know
Dan
that
like
Dan
Harry
likes
Potter?
it. And also Mary. Mary
I
I
likes
beg your
Dan.
pardon.
Harry Potter as well.
I
so-
misspoke. I beg your pardon. I do apologise. Did you see the leak
I saw this.
2 years ago?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
It was
2 years
late.
ago?
Yeah, remember that leak that got took down off YouTube? Warner Brothers saw it. Was like, nope, out.
Oh, that's right, Soups. Yeah, Soups is a massive Harry Potter fan as well. He's got a
Beg your pardon,
Harry Potter
Soups.
sleeve. I forgot that you told me about that, Soups. Yeah, that's sick.
Hi, Mary. You okay? So, right, that leak was real. I can't find it anywhere because it's gone. Yes, it was real, right? And it come out. Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg has been speaking to some people, mate, and it says some Harry Potter game developers rattled by J.K. Rowling backlash. Now, J.K. Rowling has stupid views on trans people, and it's nonsense. And trans rights are human rights, of course.
I
they
did
are.
read into this
That
on Twitch.
that person,
off,
by
on
the way,
Twitter,
She
sorry,
has
if
fuck
you-
off.
like that. Yeah.
She's an idiot, right? Anyway, basically, Jason Schreier goes on to say the long-rumored project is very real. Shock, right?
It's an open world.
Yeah. Does this interest you, Bish? Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Yes,
Would you say?
yes, I'm
Yeah.
definitely down for this. Yeah, this sounds great.
I wonder if Dan's
if they
interested.
if they can
Dan's
pull it off,
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited because the old Harry Potter games. Dan was actually playing a stream of one of the old Harry
He
Potter
was,
games.
yeah.
The
Was
other,
actually?
Philosopher's
yeah, I think
Stone,
it was
yeah.
like
What a
2 or 3
legend.
weeks ago. And
that.
just watching it made me just realize how much I missed those games. It was such fun.
Yes, Soups, put it in sharing.
Oh my god, please send me that.
Get it.
Soups. I'm so excited.
Please, Bishop. Soup. Sorry. Go on, Bish. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for this. I reckon. I mean, you know, some people out there don't like Harry Potter. If you don't like Harry Potter, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't hate it. Just to be clear, I don't hate it. I'm not. It doesn't grab me as everyone else.
Yeah, I'm the same as Jack, I believe.
I'm the total opposite. I love the whole
Your
Harry
balls
Potter
deep.
series.
Okay.
Amazing,
I
yeah.
apologise. I had no idea, Bish. I apologise.
Really good.
It is being developed by Avalanche beg your pardon. Avalanche Software, who did Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Let me have a look. Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
Those some big titles.
Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Toy Story 3 for the 360 and PlayStation 3. And Disney.
Oh, cool.
They're the guys that did Disney Infinity, which, you know,
Dead Rising
Quite
now.
not on the right track record. Not on the right track record.
Possibility that it'll be good. I don't.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
know.
to be
We'll
fair,
see.
if
We'll
I can
see.
find that trailer, I'll show it on Thursday. Go on, Jam, sorry.
They've got the fan base for it to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing is with stuff like this, it's not really about whether the game's good or not. Like, it's not going to appeal to everybody, is it? It's a very Harry Potter fan base kind of type
It'll appeal
thing.
to most people, to be fair.
If you're a Harry Potter fan, that more than likely, regardless of what it looks like and what it plays like,
You
more
both
than
do.
likely you're gonna like it.
Bye.
Because it's like that new SpongeBob game that came out very recently, the remaster or remake of the old
Bikini Bottom.
SpongeBob
Battle of Bikini
game.
Bottom, was it?
Battle of Bikini Bottom rehydrated, I think it was
So
called.
that was.
Yeah,
I watched some trailers on this the other day, by the way. You can complete that game in 2.5 minutes.
And you actually.
Genuinely, go look at the speed stuff for that.
That's
it's
ridiculous.
hilarious. There is a glitch currently on that game. Basically, there's like a travel system that you get from the get-go, right at the start of the game, and you have to press the controller at the same time as the mouse. At the same time as the enter button on the keyboard, and it allows you to fast travel to an area that you shouldn't be able to fast travel to. So you can just fast travel straight to the final boss and then just do the final boss. So there's no restrictions. It's fantastic.
That sounds tremendous, mate.
So it's like 6-hour game and you've just done it in like 2 minutes. But regardless, that's besides the point. That game is, it's essentially a game for people that like SpongeBob, and if you're into SpongeBob, then more than likely you're going to play it and you're going to enjoy it.
Have you seen the special edition of that?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's like, you get like these special edition boxes. Have you seen this Last of Us special edition, like the Mega Edition?
Yeah.
It's like a box that big and that. But the SpongeBob one's like.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it comes with 3 figurines like that big. It's just massive.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I might have backed away from the micro. But the thing is huge.
260 notes it is.
It's just massive.
Try and find the insides of it for you beautiful people. Ah, there it is. Fun edition. 2 seconds, guys.
Fun edition.
I love stuff like this, though. Like, if you're into a certain particular game series, more than likely the game's not going to be that great, but it's not about that. It's just about having a great, enjoyable amount of time in the universe that you know and you love. And I think the Harry Potter games kind of did justice on that. So I'm excited for the new one.
I think a few people are annoyed with what J.K. Rowling said, but I think if the development if the development team come out and say no, we are pro-trans, put a message up when the trailer starts or when the game starts or something, and just say we don't agree with what she's saying. This is our story. This is our game. We've got nothing to do with her. She's going to get money from it because she's, whatever. But it's quite a dense article from Shrine. I'm trying to pick things out of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But the basic thing is it's going to be next gen, so it'll be PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Fantastic.
And despite that sale rumor, I think that this confirms that was real. And despite that, it's still on track for next year. I think he says. Sorry, I think he says next year. I'm struggling. We'll just go with it. Next year. I think it was planned to be revealed at E3, so we should have seen it by now. Have
we got any last minute stories before we move on? Because it's already been 1 hour and 25 minutes. Otherwise, this is going to be like a 2.5 hour show.
That was the last one. That was the last one.
That was our last one. Okay, great.
Jam. Should we do unpopular opinion or forgotten Jam first?
We always usually do unpopular opinion.
Yeah, we do that first.
I'll get my gem. Sorry.
I have one. It's not even listening. I specifically saved this one, right? So
for him, yeah.
Jam could retort, and yourself, Bishop, can retort. Because right. No, we'll just wait for him. Whatever. How are we, lad?
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'll just sit back.
Right, mate.
Sit back and chill. It's fine.
No, just leave this. Oh, there we go.
Okay, he's back now. There we go.
I specifically saved this unpopular opinion so I can have your retort on it, Jam. And you just put your headphones down and just walk off. Mate, I don't appreciate it. There's a fly in my this is my space, mate. Anyway, I have an unpopular opinion this week. I don't know how unpopular it is. Right. It sort of boomerangs back to what we were talking about at the start of the show. I'm just going to say it. Just because Final Fantasy VII Remake is a 30 to 35 hour experience doesn't make the game any better.
No.
Which actually does really tie into what we were talking about earlier about games being too long and
I mean, because when it got split up into parts and it was like, oh, it's just the Midgar bit, which is the first 5 hours of the first game, it was like, is this game going to be long enough? And it's like, it's arguably too long as it is now.
Yeah, this
because
is part one.
it just like, I mean, some of the stuff it gets you to do is it doesn't respect the player's time. Like there's a puzzle in it with a stupid hand. It's not fun.
Oh yeah, just like a teddy grabbing machine.
And there's like, and they elongate the wrong bits. So there's a bit where you grapple up towards the Shimmer building, and it's like it takes forever. I'm like, this is fine, but do I need to be doing this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, Bish?
Is this game stuff that you've played before, or is it all new?
The stuff I'm complaining about, quote unquote, is new.
Okay.
But like some of the stuff is, is like.
So, because what my question was going to be was, do you feel like it's because you've played the game before that you're feeling that way, or is it generally because of the new stuff?
To be fair,
but this wasn't in the original one.
That's a great question. But in the remake, there are some things that I've like, okay, they've like added to that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And like, what's the character called, John, who stands outside of Don Corneo's mansion? Leslie, is it? Yeah, he's cool. He's all right. I feel for him because, I don't think he's in the original game. I think
I can't remember him.
I don't think he is. But then I forgot Johnny was in it, so who knows? But then there's just stuff like I said, the hand puzzle, and they're just walking really slowly just to drag the time. I'm like, do I have to be doing
so they can fill their dialogue?
So they can fill the dialogue. I'm like, there are better ways to do this.
And there's also a thing about the pacing things there, like you say, the part I text you while I was doing it.
Yeah.
The Shinra building. You can grapple up in the Shinra building with your grapple to get up high really quickly, but then once you get in the building, you've got to get over this tall wall. But you can't use a grappling hook. You've got to climb it and find it a puzzle and then jump over the wall. It's like, just use a grappling hook.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
I mean, it's elongated for elongation's sake, and I'm not for it.
There's no kind of like,
as brilliant as the game is,
there's no sense involved. It's just all to do with the actual mechanic that they've made, kind of thing. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
But
so do you think that if I went in and I played this game, do you reckon I'd feel the same way as you did?
I don't know. You'd feel it. You'd feel it's dragging its feet a bit.
You know, when it's dragging
I was going to
itself
say, because it does sound to me like there are definitely a few things there, definitely that you just for some reason you're picking out, and I can definitely tell
it's
that
the
those
top of my head.
Yeah, it like I'm quite an impatient person when it comes to games, and if there's a little bit that just drags on for too long, my immersion's just gone out the window, mate. It's down there. It's the other side of the fucking street, somewhere down that way. So yeah,
down the M6, mate.
Down the M6.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, I think I probably would lose a little.
I'm not saying you wouldn't like the game, Bishop, because
no, I probably
when
it doesn't put you off the game.
Yeah, no, obviously it doesn't put me off.
Jam,
I'm just saying that, yeah, if we were. As we're talking about this, is like an unpopular opinion. I think you're probably right. Yeah, I think it probably would, even if it's me who's just a new first time comer to the game. It does sound like it's something that would probably affect me too.
And unpopular opinions about Final Fantasy VII, it expects you to know too much.
Right.
Yes, you must have played the original game just before starting this.
I mean, there's more. There's so many Final Fantasy.
All the
games
Advent Children
now,
stuff.
And that. So I mean, at this point, if you were the developer of the Final Fantasy game series, what would you do?
No, but
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's certain characters that turn up early and you shouldn't know who they are, but it doesn't.
Right.
You'd only know who they are if you played on the original game. If you're a new player, you'd be like, "Who's this? Why is this guy important?"
Yeah.
So what you're trying to say is that they should have dumbed some of it down to kind of make sure that people know and understand what's going on.
I think the best way to put it is they blow the load too early sometimes. If you know what I'm saying.
All right.
Jam Taddin, I think he agrees with me.
It's not me.
Like...
I understand it. Like if you're a major fan of, let's say you're a major fan of Final Fantasy VII, and you've watched
it's that
Advent
kind, yeah.
Children, you know all the lore and stuff like that, you'll pick up on all the Easter eggs.
I mean, I don't know whether this is something that's relevant to a particular thing, but it's like the Avengers, the first Avengers film. Not the first Avengers film, the
Infinity War.
what's it called? Infinity War.
Yeah.
The very first part of that film is
one.
them talking about the Infinity Stones and how they work and where they came from and stuff like that. That wasn't in the film. Most people that came to the cinema that hadn't watched any of the previous films would have had no clue as to what the hell was going on.
They watched after the end credits. They would have.
I can't imagine. Oh, can you imagine going to watch Avengers Infinity War after to watch none of the others?
Exactly. And because of that, you know, you need that little plot bit in there. Otherwise, it's just non-existent. You have no idea what's going on.
Agreed.
So yes, I can see what you mean with that one. If Final Fantasy VII doesn't kind of show you the whole story first, then you're going to get very lost and very confused as a new player. So
I'm still buzzing them. Anyway, do you guys have an unpopular opinion?
no.
Awesome.
As usual. As usual, I am very popular with my opinions.
You love your popular opinions,
I'm
mate.
really not.
Jam. It's your turn this week, sir, for your forgotten gem. What have you brought to the table?
Don't know if any of you have played this game.
Probably have, mate. Let's go with it. I don't know. Go on.
It was one of my favourite platformers growing up.
Wait, let me guess. Bubsy, because you like shit games.
No, it's not Bubsy. Fuck off.
Well, then, what is it?
It is on the PS1.
Tombi.
No.
Why? Tombi's great, mate.
I know Tombi's great, but it's just one of my favourite platformers. I got lent this. Or no, I played it at a friend's house or something and lent it. Or I was on a demo and I only had it for, I don't know, about 2 days. And I played that until the demo. And 2D side scroller. And then I didn't have it for a long time, but I always wanted it. And I got it maybe about 2 years later and played the game to death.
Balls deep. The suspension is killing me. Oh, Heart of Darkness, mate. What? We're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, mate. That is probably the creamiest of the. That is what I mean when I say a forgotten gem. That game's brilliant. Yeah.
It is so good.
Never heard of it.
Bishop. That game is
just
brilliant.
So good.
I'm looking forward to seeing the gameplay. To be honest,
I mean, it's PS1, so give it a bit of.
Yeah.
Be gentle.
Not even. I think the animation on it is quite smooth.
To be fair, I mean, I'm just looking at it a bit now.
By the way, when you talked about PS1, for some reason, my brain went to my next forgotten gem for the next session. So
what
I'm
is
super
it?
excited. I'm not telling you what it is.
No, mate,
You're gonna have to wait.
Mate.
You have to wait until next week now because my forgotten gem is next week.
Yeah, you can have Thursday slot if you want, Bish. I don't mind.
That's all right. We'll still keep it in turns.
Yeah, no worries. Let me just whack this on a bit.
Look at it, it's beautiful.
I don't remember what anything.
Let's have a look
I mean, that is some. To be fair, even for PS1, that's not too bad.
It's the character animation and stuff a lot.
Yeah. They seem a bit too light, but it's that era in it. Like if you watch Final Fantasy VII OG one now, it looks a bit like where all the characters seem a bit too light and like dense and stuff. But to whack this on, there's some gameplay on the go, lads. Jam, this is a fantastic one. I mean, can you get this on anything else, or is it only PS1?
I don't know. I've never seen it anywhere else.
Jam.
Look at that. Look at it. When have you seen that many enemies on the screen at once on a PS1 game?
The book, not the book. Mate,
Oh, great, man. This looks great.
Oh, it's great. Bishop,
Take
mate.
them off.
1998 it came out. I believe... don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It's a cinematic platformer.
For a PS1, like, this is really decent.
Yeah, it's really good.
So good.
It's probably dated a bit, as all Forgotten Gems are. It's probably dated a bit now. It is on Windows, but I don't think it's on Steam. Oh, it won't be on Steam. It came out in 98 on Windows.
I remember this when you're swimming along or you get caught in your traps and stuff like that.
Jam.
Gone. What?
What brought you to like this game, mate?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Do you know what? Do you know it was never a game that I saw in a magazine and thought, oh, let's play that, stuff like that. But it just, you had it on demo and stuff, and I played it to death. I just couldn't put it down.
You're buzzing.
I remember it. I loved that game. I still do.
Why?
I still have it.
You just have those. You just have those games that just for some reason just.
Yeah.
you just
Very fond memories of these games.
yeah, you just kind of just have a bit of a go with it, and all of a sudden it becomes something that you just really can't put down. And it's yeah, absolutely.
It's
cool.
Some of these animations are great.
I know, right?
Yeah, if you get a chance, check that out because it's brilliant in every way.
So good.
Jam, anything to add, or just go and play it because it's great?
Yeah, I want to play it again now.
Yeah, I do as well. Emulation Nation, let's do it. Anyway,
Don't say the E word
it's
here.
time for the quiz, guys. Now, I'm a bit concerned. This one's going to be a bit difficult, apart from the first song.
Dan's going to win then.
Dan's going to win, I think. I would have thought so. But there's one song I'd be surprised if anyone gets the last one I do.
Well, there is 8 people in the chat, so
But
let's get as many of you in today.
do
and
it.
Let's get as
If
many
you know
people
it,
going.
Shout up. Don't be scared.
Shout
Shout
it
up.
out. Shout it out
If you know what,
in that chat.
Exactly. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you know it, just whack it in the chat, mate. In the comments, sorry. Beg your pardon. Where's my list? There's my list. Right, guys. The first one, you know, I believe quite a lot of people get the first one. The second one, I'm not too sure. The third one, I'd be shocked. Like, we're talking Guitar Man shocked if anyone gets that third one. But you'll earn my respect for life if you get that third one. I probably wouldn't have got it, to be fair. Anyway, what's going on? Why is my YouTube broken? 2 seconds. Jam, you broke my YouTube, mate.
I did, yeah.
Sorry, dude.
I hacked it.
Doesn't surprise me.
First track, I'll give, like I said, usual thing. I'll give the chat about a minute or so, and then we will move on to you pair. You ready?
Yeah.
As always, guys, 2 points at stakes for each of the songs. 1 for getting the game franchise,
That's a good point.
and 1 for getting the game.
For the first one, you get 2 points because there might be one game in the series.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, correct, Bishop. Thank you very much. And like I said, yeah, I'll give you about a minute and then I'll pass it over to you two. Let's go. If you know it, shout up. If it's too low or too loud, let me know and I'll adjust the volume on the old YouTube. Let's go.
I know it. I had a feeling you was going to put this in. I had a feeling. LS coming in strong.
That makes sense. It's relevant.
Well done, Dennis. Yeah, I couldn't resist. I love that song. And with Min Min in Smash today, I had to put it in. This one.
I'm going to refresh this page because
You-
I
yeah.
was so far behind that I
Yeah, we
didn't
are.
hear the actual music until you guys got the answer right.
Oh, I'm not that far behind, but
I was really far behind.
Right, I'll
Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, if you know me, you'll get this one. Point for the franchise. Point for the the one in the franchise. Let's do it.
I have no idea.
Where's Dan at? Get him in the. Fucking love this tune, mate.
it sounds amazing.
Them horns, man. Sorry.
Really cool. Yeah.
4, 3. Oh, Dan is stumped. Soups, it's a good guess,
Here's
mate.
our chance.
That's a good guess, mate. It's not right. The chat's had a minute. Gentlemen, any idea?
Is it a platformer?
No.
Xenoblade
No.
No.
I was thinking Xenoblade myself.
I can see where your mind is, but it's not. Obviously, it's Gears. The NS is right. Moving on. No, unfortunately, NS is not Gears. Where are we at, lads?
Oh God!
Shall I give you a clue?
Yes, please.
I'll give you the year it was released.
That's not going to help.
It might help. It might give you an idea.
It might help.
First release was December 18th, 1997. Does that not help?
Okay. No.
Do you want another clue?
3 years ago.
HD.
What?
What? Count, you mong.
Oh, sorry. I'm fucking ages away. Doesn't matter. Forget me.
Do you want another
Forget
clue?
that even happened. Forget that even happened.
I should give you another clue because that one's a bit generic and a bit
Yeah, go on.
obnoxious. The latest release. Did you get that?
What?
That's alright. I thought I'd give it away. I didn't. The latest
I think
release.
you did.
Yeah, the latest release. HD collection.
Yeah, Grandia.
August. Yeah. Damn it.
Dan got it.
Did he?
As soon
Oh,
as you said
Dan.
Gru, I kind of got it, and then Dan put it up. So yeah.
Dan, you
I've
can have
no
that one,
idea.
mate. That's my fault. Right. Anyway,
Mate, no,
if anybody gets
I'm
this
gonna
one.
now.
If anybody gets this one, with my undying respect for life, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's do it. No, Soups. I see where you're at, Soups, but it's not Gex. Nope. Oh, damn, mate. Unlucky, but I can see.
I was thinking somewhere along those lines myself.
Unlucky. It's not. It's
Is
not.
it Call of
I'll give you a clue. It's not a western.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
You'd be shocked when you find out. This one's ridiculous. I'm sorry about this one, but I had to put it in. Soups again. I can see where you're at, but no, mate. Do you want me to do the release of the year? I'll give you a clue. Release year.
The release of the year.
That didn't make sense. But you know. 2009.
2009.
Mm-hmm. The skiers, obviously. NS is right again. Well done, mate. No, joke. It's
2009.
You might have it, Jam. I can't remember.
He's cheating.
He's cheating.
He's using Wikipedia.
A bit more.
No, I don't know, mate. I couldn't. I don't know.
What type of game is it?
It's an RPG. I'm trying to find. I'll give you another clue. Okay.
Jam is so stumped.
Jam's
right
on
now.
the mate. Jam, if you get this, mate, you got a three-way tie.
I mean, does this even count as a point at this point?
I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I'm going to delay it on you now.
Yeah, go on.
Gentlemen, the game, and everyone in the chat and everyone in the comments on YouTube, the game is Final Fantasy 13.
Fuck! I was like, it can't be Final Fantasy 13. It doesn't sound like. Oh,
Right, just say it, mate. Just say it. Sure.
I mean, never mind. I thought, no, that's not it. It can't be. I played like 10 hours of that game and it was like shite.
That's Dan and NS tying. So now they're going to make me ravage for a decider, which I always forget to do. Give me 2 seconds. Talk about something quickly.
Yeah, we should always have a fourth, just in case.
I should always do. I do apologise. I'll go into me. Okay. I'll go into my backup list.
Can I
Mate,
up one up?
You can just whack us one over, lad, and I'll get NS and Dan on the old locking horns for the decider.
I wonder.
Oh, mate.
Poor Dan.
I mean, I can't believe that's a Final Fantasy song. To be fair,
no, I couldn't either.
It's sick though. To be fair, no matter how bad the Final Fantasy games are, the music's always great, and you can take that stuff in bank.
Nobuo Uematsu.
Same with Star Wars. 13 was. Where have you whacked it, lad? Have you got it in Discord or
inside the Zoom chat? Just FYI, guys.
I'm not.
I would not have gotten this.
I have a question, Bishop.
If I was, yeah.
Where does it? Oh, it's there.
Got it.
Yeah. No worries. What is it?
I wouldn't have gotten this if someone had put this on.
Oh, mate. No. Good, that Bishop, mate. Classic.
Of course, it's a classic, but
Dan and NS, are you ready for the title, the music champ? Let's have it.
It's out in the 80s or something.
Slaps them would be better.
Sick. It's actually really nice. I like this one.
Oh, mate. That's all it is.
I wonder whether they'll get this one.
I've got some clues ready though, mate. I've got some clues ready. Dan and S. The time is numbered. What we on now? Oh, they're scratching their heads, mate.
And of course, if they can't get it, then it goes to Jam. But
it's not going to me. I don't know it.
You don't know it, okay? Why? I'm always just choosing, just like silly, stupid.
Plus, I can probably just read it because you put it in our Zoom chat.
Have I? I thought that was in the CAS report itself.
It's just in my one, Jam. I don't think you can see it.
Oh,
yeah,
clue, Dan the Man. It is a game that came out first in 1995 and primarily in the arcades.
Was primarily arcades? Oh, Jam might have it. Jam might have it.
No.
Just let Dan and NS answer first, man.
I don't think I've got it.
I think you have. I know you've got it. That was a pretty.
I think you guys will kick yourself if you don't when you know what it is.
Final Fantasy 13 one.
Why didn't you just say it?
Why didn't I just say
Why didn't you just say it?
It's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I can see where your head's at. But no.
No, I think I'm completely wrong.
It was quite popular.
There's
quite a few.
It was in the arcades
too.
First.
Yeah.
Did it continue to be in the arcades?
It has since migrated to consoles.
Yeah.
But I believe all the ones are in the arcade.
There was more than just it in terms of like inside in terms of the arcades as well, though. Like it
did they have sequels in the arcades?
Yes.
I would have thought so. Yes.
Okay. I might know it.
I mean, I will as soon as I say this clue, one of you is definitely going to get it.
I think I know, but yeah, it's not me anyway. It's
it came with a gun attachment.
Yeah, I fucking know what it is.
Straight away.
Watch me get it, it'll be wrong.
Could you imagine?
I'll say it'll be wrong if they don't get it. I believe, if I may say, the Wii had versions of it as well.
Used to love playing this
Oh, I think Jam's got the wrong one.
game. He's got the wrong one.
Because I was thinking what Dan just put.
Dan has said House of the Dead.
It's not House of the Dead.
It's not House of the Dead.
You're on the right lines. You're on the right lines, but it's not House of the Dead.
I think you can get this. I'm gonna leave this here for 2 minutes.
Yeah, if I reckon someone's gonna get this pretty soon.
Light gun games. Come on, you can.
This can't be.
It can be.
What I think it is.
There it is.
Dan's
Dan's got it.
I was saying,
Congratulations to Dan.
that's the first thing I thought when no, it's not Time Crisis. It sounds too creepy.
Bishop, excellent choice, sir.
Yeah, that was actually a really good one.
Yes.
that was a good one. I can't believe I got baited out twice by music.
Twice. Mate, you've been in that final. You could have won that at the end there. But you copped out Final Fantasy 13. How dare you? Anyway, that about wraps up this today's episode of the Casual Report. Everybody in the chat, you're all legends. Thank you very much for being here. Everyone on YouTube and the comments, thank you very much. If you get to the end of the video right now, please think to comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that nonsense. It helps us out a great deal. Bishop, are you streaming this week, or are you doing anything special?
Not this week, mate. I've got a lot of recording to do, I'm afraid. But I'm sure Jam is, I believe.
Where can we find that recording? The band, is it still on Facebook, yeah? Is it?
Yeah, if you want to find my band, it is at Avian Rock Band on Facebook.
Go and check that
if you'd like to find us. We don't have much on there at the minute, but we will do in the future.
Wait, it's a work in progress, mate. What is on there? It's very enticing, mate. I like it. Jam, are you streaming this week?
I might stream in about 5 minutes
time. Streaming in about 5 minutes.
Twitch.tv. We're streaming in 5 minutes time.
Twitch.tv/jam_casual. If you want to come play Smash with us. If you're watching on YouTube, come anyway. We play every Saturday. I'll be back on Thursday talking nonsense about video games with these pair. It'll be a beautiful time. There'll be another quiz. I'm sure somebody would have pissed somebody off, and we'll have a great deal to talk about. We are recording our Last of Us 2 spoiler cast tomorrow. Be up hopefully by the weekend, Friday, Saturday, something like that. So check that out. That'll be all over Twitter at @casual_report. And yeah, thank you very much for joining. And remember, keep it casual. See you later, guys. Twitch.tv/jam_casual. Keep it real.
Bye.